Hi, my name is Tari. I go by only one Tari across all platforms. And this is my very first YouTube. This title will be called my mid Q1 check-in for 2026. I had a personal deadline for myself for January 30th just because it was just new into the new year, and people always say like the first 30 days are the pre-trial for most. However, me, I've been hitting the ground running since New Year's Day. So in this vlog, you guys will see what I've been doing over the course of the last 49-ish days of this year. So with that being said, the purpose of my YouTube channel is just not only to document my educational journey. Let me pause that because I don't own nothing. Anyways, the purpose of my YouTube is not only to document my educational goals as well as my community outreach as well as just my daily life, because I feel like I am very interesting and intriguing, and I just never document or have never shared with the world what I personally do. So this is what this YouTube will entail. This YouTube vlog, for example, would entail my day in the life for the last 49 days, some to-do lists and tips and tricks I created prior to January 1st of 2026, and what I've been implicating to help me in my daily life, educational life, etc. So I'll be doing my planners with you guys, doing homework with you all, as well as showing you guys a few to-do lists such as the Wiseman calendar to-do list, not calendar, as well as a few apps that I use such as Notion to like help me see my to-do list of big dreams or big goals I have step by step so they can be knocked off. So with that being said, I'm going to start with my February calendar. Today is the 19th of February, y'all. So I kind of got off track. I would say I do have 4 planners: an academic, a personal, a desktop, and a whiteboard. So I'm going to be updating my February and March calendars today because I just want to get back on track. I feel like I've been good with doing everything, how I've been doing it. Such, for example, I've been working remotely for the first 3 months of this year. And well, I would say since January till the end of February, I've been working remotely. Then I'll be going back in office, and then I'll be going back home, and then going back in office. It's about every 3 to 4 months I go in person. Another thing I'm excited for this year is my graduation upcoming in May. I will be graduating with my Master's in Science of Family Community Services. I have been going to war in this degree, y'all. So for example, I was debating doing social work because I might as well with my background. My first degree, my bachelor's, is in criminal justice with a focus in gender women's studies. And I would say human service degrees are hard to obtain unless you have a lot of experience in. And I've been getting my experience in for about the last 7 years since I stepped foot out of my high school. So since 2019, I graduated in high school in 2019 and was able to graduate within 3 years with my bachelor's because of dual enrollment through my community college, Grand Rapids Community College, and my high school had a collab of dual enrollment. I was able to graduate with my bachelor's in 3 years. I graduated in 2022. I began my master's in fall of 2023. And I have always had dreams to go to law school. I just wanted to challenge myself with my master's program because I was kind of short-footed with COVID. Like, I felt like I wasn't able to give my full academic to it because I felt like it was COVID. I was like managing life, being grown, relationships, friendships close and end, and you just start a whole new life. And some relationships stayed, some relationships didn't. I'm glad for those that did though. However, again, I just want to remain grounded and sane because that is what it is to be an adult, honestly. You have to ensure discipline in yourself as well as just, I know it could be repetitive, like your daily routine. However, that discipline is important. So for Lent, I decided to give up sugary drinks, anything with red dye. I love a good cran mango. I love a good simply raspberry lemonade. I love a good high seafood punch. But for Lent, I am doing water and sparkling water only, y'all. And I'm on day 3. That seems very small, but that's actually very large for me. And I gotta get rid of this gobble gobble because I got a trip to Punta Cana coming up in less than 30 days. So, with that being said, for Lent, I'm also going deeper into my discipline as well as expecting God to show me more clarity in my career as well as my purpose as a in content as well as just my purpose in general. So in order to be disciplined, you have to reflect excellence. So that means you cannot give 50%. You have to go full out. You have to sacrifice your how tired you are, etc., in order to show God that you're ready for elevation and ready for what you have prayed for. I go to Lighthouse for Life Center Church here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. That is 2415 Madison. We are virtual online on Facebook and YouTube every Sunday and Tuesday. I really do recommend everyone to go to church in their 20s. I would say going to church in my 20s has sustained me and actually pulled me back because I was a wild child. I was a Frank Gallagher, y'all. Like, I was the commotion. I was. 2:12 a.m. and I am showered and I have my workout clothes on. Mind you, my Pilates class is at 6 a.m. Excuse me. So I am going to read my devotional for the day because I promised myself during Lent I was going to connect more with God and spend more time with God and build our relationship with Him. So my devotional for this week, it's a 7-day devotional. It's focused on the promise and not the plan. And we're going to start listening to the devotional. I'm going to take notes, and the scriptures that they say, I'm going to apply them to my week.
Feeling cornered. Story. On August 22nd, 2014, I was away on a short trip with my daughter, helping her select merchandise for a boutique. My husband, Mike, had not been feeling well that day, so I made sure I called to check on him every couple of hours. Like clockwork, I reached for my phone to check in with him, but this last call was a bit different than the previous calls. Hey, Dee Dee, he murmured. It was almost as though he were whispering. I did not expect to hear such a faint voice from such a strong guy. Having been married to this man for 29 years, I knew immediately by his response and tone of voice that something was not quite right. He spoke again. I held the phone closer to my ear, struggling to hear him, and asked if he wanted me to send one of the kids to take him to the emergency room. Without hesitation, he responded, okay, when are they coming? His response was an indication that this was indeed serious, and something was very wrong. Mike does not like going to the doctor's office, let alone hospitals. That call landed Mike in 2 hospitals, and then 3 weeks in the ICU and an induced coma with a 1% chance of him living and 9 weeks in rehab paralyzed.
Okay. So, I took away from that, God will never make you trust Him when you feel cornered. You must trust God, remain calm, and trust His plan. I wrote down Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 6, and I'm going to go back and answer those devotional questions because they were really good, but he was ranting and raving, honey. So I got to go back because he was speeding. Okay. What do I feel like? Let me go back to the questions. Where'd it go? What do I feel like is my current faith process? And honestly, y'all, I'm not even enrolled for Pilates tomorrow. I'm just going, and I'm just going to sign my name on the paper. Normally, around this time, people be like dropping the class so you can pick it up, but I guess everybody want to go. It's a Friday. They up to it. But it's okay. I will be dropping in tomorrow. So that means if class starts at 6, you got to get there at 6:45 so you can get a row in the back. So you don't got to be in the front with the instructor. So that's what I will be doing. Now back to this journal. What can I do to remain calm and trust God? What I can do is read scripture, apply the scripture, what can I do to remain calm and trust God? Maintain emotional intelligence. I will not speak out. Remain patient. Okay. Okay. Another scripture is Isaiah 41:10. From Bible study on Tuesday, I created my own devotional as well. And this is just a 7-day refinement slash foundation before your elevation. So let me make a subtitle about that. Maintain and sustain them. I don't want to pacify your blessing. I don't want a blessing that is like a coddle, like, here, this to shut you up for now. Like, no, when I get what I pray for, I want it to be able to be upkept and sustained. And whatever God does for me, it does not have to be my specific prayer because I know God can exceed my prayer. And I just want to follow his will. I don't want to be so strict tight, because if God makes it work out for my brain, there's going to be tests, or there's going to be like things in the universe that would make it seem like it's of God, but it's just really what you want, and you got to just wait it out. You feel me? So it's like, so I'm talking to y'all. I don't know why I'm looking away. So it's really like I have to just, you have to pray, you have to walk with God, because you never know what you're supposed to be like. You never know what God's gonna bless you with. You don't know when. So it's like what you want could be, that'll be edited out. I don't care. Okay. And I told myself to pick up 1 hour earlier than scheduled. No time for prayer. Do one unseen at 12. Excellent. Okay, that's up to you. Go back to the turn.
The call to practice obedience. In Isaiah 1:19-20, God says, "Be willing and obedient. You shall be good lamb. There's a blessing in obeying God. You can't say you're entirely obedient to God until it becomes a lifestyle. Like start to one time act. If you're going to serve God, obedience will cost you something. At first, yourself. It needs things like comfort, expectations, and logic. God's instructions vary from what feels obedient. They come by faith. It's tested. In 2022, God gave me and my family assignment that required faith and sacrifice. The Bible was in millions, and God said, "No, we obey. You might make no sense. By the end, you learn nothing." That's how obedience works. It may not do your hands for a season, but it fills your life with grace. You may need a season where God's instruction feels costly. Remember, you're not called to reject first, but to obey. Reflect on questions. What has obedience ever cost you this season?
I'll say obedience cost me this season. Just learn my own habits and stick to a routine and succumb to discipline. I just like Isaiah 1:19-20. Challenge ready out to blessings. If you're really heavy, you should be good man. Right. So what is one of my things routine necessary for routine mandatory. Discipline is excellence when preserved as a child of God.
How does Isaiah 1:19-20 challenge you out to success and blessing? People will baby, you will have feet. But if you try to wait, if you listen, you will power. My sword begins. I am Lord, my sword.
Okay, yep.
Gotcha. Okay, sit down, let me guess. Just so if I remember today, I sit by the side, wait for tea, which is all your process, I'll leave for conversation here. I'll give my son, as I wait, something like this. Every day, 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 So the question that I asked was, what do I need to start
doing to create the story I want. So I need to continue following routine, being on time, and being professionally and academically thorough. Academy. I am tired, clearly. Okay. Now, I do also have Bible verses for Bible challenges that I have on Pinterest, and it's like a 30-day thing. No, I lost it. That just took me so long to find. It is so cute. Like, literally, I recommend every girl to romanticize their life because it will bring so much joy to your routine. Like, that was so fun. This literally took me 38 minutes to complete, and I actually enjoyed my time reading the Bible and spending time with God, honestly. And it makes it so much fun when you have a QT pen and a QT journal. I'm a pen to paper type of girl, and everything I do, I have to see everything. I have to write it out. It literally gives my brain like a woosah, like a finally. I can like go to sleep with a clear mind. I feel so productive for the day. I'm gonna put this over on my nightstand, and I'm gonna turn my lights out and go to bed. I gotta be up in an hour, 2 hours and 15 minutes. So. I woke up. I'm proud of me. It was a hard wake up, honestly. That nap was worth it, I guess. We'll see how long I go without eating a nap throughout the day. But and I do work both jobs today, so we're gonna see how hard this is. However, I'm not signed up for this class, but they have always been the students come in and sign on the paper when we want. So it's like a pro and a con when you want to come to the class, because you either can be right next to the instructor or you'll be right next to the door. And sometimes the door is like a pro and a con because you get that draft, or it just be like you do not want to be stuck there right next to the door. But that's fine, my door. The draft was immaculate because I was in there for nothing. Passed away, disintegrated. Like, yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. This will be my second day working out of the week. I try to do Wednesday through Friday, sometimes Saturdays, but I'll just be doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because Wednesday it was hard because I had Monday off, which is President's Day, so really Tuesday was my Monday, and then Wednesday was my Tuesday. So yeah, so I'm still making sure I get 4 days in consecutively
got skunked. Oh my God, who hit it? I know it was me, cause ooh, I didn't feel no bump. I ain't seen no bump. So that's supposed to be, oh my God, R.I.P. to them, but fire. That guy smells so funky, like, get me in here without the skunk. Like, ooh, that stink.
I am on my final break of the day. So I'm about to respond to some discussion posts. So that gives me 3 less. I'm gonna do 2. So that gives me 3 less I have to do come the due date. And then I'm gonna record my Wiseman to-do list that I've been using, as well as Notion. And it just makes your big to-do list smaller, and it makes you feel more accomplished too when you do it. I'm just now eating too. It's 3:45 and I'm just now eating lunch, but that's because the salami I had is literally like suppressing my appetite. Caffeine suppresses your appetite. And by the way, before y'all clock me, if you don't know about Alani, 0 sugar. But I feel like I drink more of them when I have a straw too. Like, jeez. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna respond to the people that responded to me first. So then I just gotta respond to. Listen, man, I gotta go get that SD card ASAP, literally, because I have so much to edit. Like, this is my sign. This is literally my sign to push my content, literally. And I'm adding this to it because nothing is aesthetic. Everything is real life. Let me turn you off and we'll be going to get that SD card. Anyways, like I was saying, I'm not just gonna throw my vision in y'all face and just run at the mouth and blabbergast about it if I really ain't been working towards it. So, with that being said, I am going to push authenticity. I'm gonna show my progress because I may not have the law school acceptance. I may not have the new car. I may not have the new apartment right now. But as me turning 25 in 2026, I promise you, them tasks will get done, and I'm going to show you how I did it. I'm going to show you what tools I used, because there's no way that we just live through other people or like be discouraged through other people who not even being 100. We're not seeing everything. So with that being said, more progress, less aesthetic. Okay, we gonna go get that SD card. I'm gonna upload this content. As y'all can see, storage full again. I keep deleting like the retakes and it keeps getting full. Like, that SD card is immediately needed. It's mandatory. So before I get into the Wiseman to-do list, I'm going to show y'all my double ABX motto. And this is something I learned in my policy class, and I have applied it to my life, and I applied it to my presentation of my overall journey for my graduate program. So initial stressors and the ABCX model is basically what was going on and how you fix them. So bye-bye DGI. Balancing new career, full-time student, financial hardship. Like, I was just getting everything going on when I started this program. Okay, I have family support. I'm working on my relationship with God. I have mentorship, professional experience after I got the ball rolling. This was initially viewed as earned, but then it was overwhelming. Now it's viewed as me building my purpose. I had moments of burnout, identity and purpose questioning, self-reflection. So I self-healed. So I just said healing. I was aware of the role overload I had of myself. The expectations I had on myself was very draining. And I also had community responsibilities to fulfill. Another thing I have implemented was time management systems, such as setting timers while completing work, self-care, faith grounding, such as going to church, and community leadership identity. The journey was no longer overwhelming, but it was now viewed as preparation. This increased my resilience, self-trust, leadership, and clarity of my purpose. Moving on to my Wiseman to-do list. Again, I learned about this method in a research seminar when they were teaching us work-life balance, even while researching our topics for our final paper that we had to do to graduate. So the Wiseman to-do list stuck out to me because it's creating like a dopamine feel, or romanticizing or creating like a point system for your everyday life so you feel accomplished. So when I made this when I was developing my podcast, because when I am fixated on something, I sleep, eat, breathe, dream what I'm worried about. So with that being said, I didn't want to get off track with my regimen, and so I made this. So I use Good Notes on my iPad for this, and I basically have a point counter from 1 to 10 based on the effort I gave it, and I have 2 things that contradict me not being on track with my goals. Faith without work is dead. Delays God's blessings, as well as working out unsexy and healthy habits. Was I on time today? Did I misuse my time, or am I looking unreliable? Study for the LSAT, certified paralegal, cybersecurity, or life coach. I also want to get my notary too before the year is up, so maybe I'll add that. But did I say not scheduled for the day? Because we have to be realistic. I'm not going to study every day, or am I delaying my future? Am I playing with it? You feel me? Meal prepped, unhealthy habits, or am I finna eat my money away? Like, I be needing the like double entendre, because it's really like, oh, eating me up. Like, okay, let me get on that. Like, and then the point system just tallies up my score at the end of the day. So I feel like when I'm doing this, it actually like motivates me to do it, and it doesn't make me feel so like melancholy and so like to a routine. So now to Notion. I'm trying to cover up one of my to-do lists because I'm not telling y'all all of them. I'm just showing y'all a few. Okay, so I have a few. Monthly budget. I have not updated that because I pretty much use a paper notebook when I get paid every time. And then as well as when a bill is due, I do an income and outcome budget every time. Quarterly trips. This is open. That's my budget for both. So far, we're in the status of booked. Okay, let me go to it. Trip planning. So far, I have done all of these. I booked my maintenance appointments today, actually, this morning. I'm getting my braids, and I just rescheduled my nail appointment for a better day for me. And then I just have to pay $80 towards my excursions and put up $750 more for my trip. Okay, and then I am going to New York and Vegas in the same week this year. So I already booked the flights. I just have to book my returning flights. And that's pretty much it with that. I already planned my itinerary. I know what I'm doing. I know who I'm going with. I know where I'm staying. So that has already been reserved as well. So now I'm going to go show you guys my debt payoff plan. So these are my deadlines. I feel like with these being so minimal amount of numbers for me, that it seems more feasible and not overwhelming and not just pushing it to the back burner, because I have things to do before I'm 25, you guys. I got a certain score I want. I have a certain lifestyle that I want to live. So therefore, these small increments, we literally blow this. We literally blow this. So it's very motivating for me to see. I don't know why the date not right there for that one. And again, this is Notion. This is available in the App Store as well as a website. Not March 31st, boo. May 31st. Thank you very much. No, this one actually not that. This one is this one. Okay. Boom, I'm locked in. Okay. So that is what I wanted to show you guys. Notion just takes your big goals and makes them smaller. And it's very great that I'm using this, because I'm such an in my head girl to the point where I exhaust myself from just thinking so much. So seeing it on a tablet, seeing it on paper is most necessary for me to regulate my emotions and regulate my habits as an adult. So I recommend the Wiseman to-do list and the Notion calendar. I feel like I be coach switching so hard when I be doing like educational stuff, but it's because it's my niche. Maybe education may be my niche too. I don't know. It's just me. I'm just a girl. It's just I'm not just a girl. I'm just Tari. That's my niche, myself. Like, I don't have a niche. But overall, that is what has been my all reliable besides God. So if you want to use those, it's not too late to use those this year. I recommend using them or creating them. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. I can share templates, etc. Notion also has an AI feature, and you can also like tell it like, please make an Excel sheet. Please make it just bullet points. Please make, whatever is best for your visionary mind and whatever is best for you to feel like you're accomplishing something. So I recommend both of those apps. If you have any questions, like I said, message me, comment, whatever. And I'm finally off from this employer. I'm about to have a small cup of coffee and get ready for work, because if I take a quick nap, I'm just going to sabotage myself and hit snooze and then end up being late. So I am about to go ahead and pour this out. I am a cran mango girl, not cran pineapple. So I'm about to get rid of this and then do that small cup of coffee and go ahead and get dressed and head to work, because I have to clock in at 7 and it's 5:38. Might as well get a move on it now, because it'll be 7 before you know it. I'm currently at work and I'm so happy I remember this, because I haven't worked since the first week of February. And I knew I was working for a while because of the last size of things. And so you know the day before you go out of town, you having like a lot of errands to do. So after I realized like I'm not going back to work, like I'm to wait until I come back, like just like out of my way a little bit. So it's like definitely. But I need her. Last night I went out with my coworkers and then I had my chapter meeting this morning. I was not in the content mood. I was just trying to get there on time and be professional looking. My auntie dance routine also performed today, so once they go on, I will add their routine clip. They go twice, so I'm going to show both of the routines. I'm leaving Best Buy. They did not have the SD cards in stock, so shout out to all my content girlies in 2026. There's the sign. Ooh, this snow is killing me, but all for y'all though. Oh my god. My SD card will be here on February 26th, but I'm still going to edit everything and get it uploaded tonight. So we're about 50 days into the new year, and when I post this, we'll be on day 53. Overall, I just kept asking myself, and this is the reason why I was procrastinating this whole video, is because I feel like I wasn't doing enough. Like, what am I doing to create a Q1 vlog? Like, but I had to remember, when you're in the process, it's boring. Like, I'm literally working hard every day. I've been working since before January 1st, 2026. So I went back through my camera roll. I remember, oh, I did Vlogmas also. And really, my whole thing is just getting comfortable with the camera. Everything is so aesthetically pleasing nowadays. I'm just afraid. I'm just really afraid of like not being the market, not being the content creator. But really, I'm not here to really go viral. It's just a documentation of my process, like I've stated before. Really, I'm documenting my discipline. Content is kind of like holding myself accountable in a sense. So I feel like I'm going to use that and possibly challenge myself to do weekly vlogs. And this is not a Pinterest reset. This is not a Instagram aesthetic. It's my real life. So I'm showing the progress. I'm showing me working towards my dreams. I'll be aesthetically pleasing when I got my Chanel, okay? Right now, I'm grinding. And I feel like we lack that right now in today's society. Everyone wants to show the flashy, the nice part, the celebratory part, but nobody want to show the part where you work hard for it. And people give you more credit when they say that you work hard. People got something to say when they don't see the behind the scenes. So that was just good. Maybe I needed to hear that for myself. So everything is not perfect. Everything is not a curation. Everything is not an aesthetic. So 5 a.m. alarms, so be it. Working 2 jobs, so be it. It is what it is. I gotta be who I want to be by the time I'm 25. I gotta do a lot. I gotta go to invest in a Roth IRA, a few life insurance policies, and a lot of more wellness and investing into myself, because I cannot lose who I am becoming, because my frontal lobe has developed, honey, and I'm loving every part of it. So instead of explaining it, I'm going to show you guys a few things I've done over the first quarter. And remember, I hope this really just inspire people to show their grind. Don't hide it. Don't just show the bottles. Don't just show the caviar. Show that you worked hard for it. And honestly, I feel like the world will be back original. Nobody want to be 100 about their lifestyle no more, and that's okay. We're not influencers. I understand we're all pushing content. We're not influencers yet. Maybe some are. Maybe some aren't. I even feel like some influencers or some celebrities should be more raw and authentic as well, because when you don't have the authenticity, then it's really like, who are you? So
because you are the.
So I just pulled up to our first step practice of the season for my youth auxiliary group here in my hometown. It's a very full circle moment for me. I participated in this program 3rd through 12th grade. I also have choreographed it for this will be my 2nd year choreographing, and I'm very excited for this year because it's our 20th step show. We have been established since 1981, but this is our 20th step show. Our first step show was in 2006. And what's so crazy about this whole thing is they be calling me Miss Tari, and I just be like, y'all can just call me Tari, but like, they're so young. They're literally like 10 years younger than me and stuff. So it's like, I guess you guys could call me that. Like, I don't enforce it though. Like, people older than me, they like enforce it. And I'm just like, wow, Miss Tari. But this Miss is about to earn her MS. I had a meeting with my
advisor and my committee for my oral defense regarding my thesis. So May 1st, it's official. I will be walking the stage, obtaining my Master's of Science in Family Community Services. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So yeah, guys, I will probably
show everything. I'll go back. Like, I wish it was the big side up. Oh. Yes, we gotta take one in there. Mama Nina, can you take a video of us?
Oh,
Just vlog.
what I gotta do?
Just take a picture of us. You don't have to press no buttons.
Oh, it'll
It'll just take it.
go by itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Am I moving or no?
It's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Y'all look so cute. Oh my God.
If anybody wants their
You're checking in. Look at it. I'm gorgeous. I'm
try to get the real. I'm not looking at the. No, I look at the I use primary, you know. But did I get the thing out? I want to get the